What's going on, my print peeps? Thank you for checking back in. For those of you who are new, my name's Dave with Diversity Print, and today's going to be hopefully a really quick video. I'm just basically going to black out the windows of my garage door. It seems like this house and like only one other one that I've seen so far down the street, we're the only ones who have 8 windows in our garage. I mean, pretty much everybody else has 0 windows on their garage door, which I wish I had. So the reason why you want to black out your windows is to help prevent any UVs from coming in and giving you problems with the making of the screens. Because it makes no sense if you're going to be doing it during the day and you have light coming in and you're using yellow lights in your garage. Even this faces north, looking out, and so even the sun goes from right to left or left to right. It does not have to be a direct sunlight. You can still get UVs because the light bounces around and stuff, so UVs can still come in. So we're gonna block out the light. So I've already done all of those. As you can see, it is daytime. We have one window left here, which I'm just gonna show you how I'm doing it. And it's not that hard. It's basically like you're gonna put vinyl on a car window, or any other way you apply vinyl on a surface. So depending on what you want to do, I mean, you can use limo tint if you wanted to. You can actually probably use yellow tint if you have an HOA in your neighborhood. It just depends on what you can get away with. If you can get away with yellow tint, I believe yellow tint would be good, since yellow blocks UV, just like we use yellow lights in our dark rooms. So if you can find yellow tint, I believe that would work just as well. That way you can still see out, right? And you're blocking all your windows so you can't see out, because it is kind of nice to look out if you see something or you hear something outside and you're like, wait, who's out there or whatever, so you can actually see out there. But there's advantages and disadvantages to everything. This I'm using Oracal 631. This is a removable vinyl. The 651, I believe, is the more aggressive adhesive, like the permanent adhesive, stuff that you would make decals for your car windows, like you see all over, the streets. Decals like that is for outdoor. This is for indoor, to put like on your laptops, on smooth walls, stuff that you can easily peel off, right? And it won't damage the surface. So use something that's like this in case you need to take it off. It won't be that hard to take off. So that's what I'm using. Let's get in real close. We are gonna clean this window because it is dirty and it has like mess on there and cobwebs and what have you. This has a gasket, or like a thing on the edge, and it's kind of hard because now I'm looking out the window and so it's dark here. But what I did is I didn't measure to the end of the window. I measured more than half. So this was like 17 3/4, not just the window, but I measured a little bit further out, smaller than the opening of here but bigger than the glass. So in between this little strip right here, right, and that's all the way across, kind of like I did on this one. As you can see, I went right there where you can see where it stops and it angles. All right, this is the glass, and I went onto that side piece right there. That way, in case you're off a little bit, there's a little bit room for error. That way you don't have to get it perfectly straight on the glass. You can be off a little bit and it'll still be good. You still won't have light coming through. Alright, so hopefully I don't block too much of the light. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get basic old glass cleaner. Okay, so it's just basic. I do have Windex, but it's like it has ammonia or something in it. You just need just basic old non No added stuff to it. So we're gonna make sure you clean that window, outside, inside, or outer, inner. There's some like grease or something. All right, let's figure that out. Definitely don't want any kind of oils. There's an oil-based something. I wonder if it's on these napkins. Let's go change the roll real quick. All right, so this is probably the best lighting I can actually see, but it's like, why can't it stay like that? as soon as I get out of focus, it gets dark. I don't know how good you can see. This sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna back this out a little bit. So as soon as I block the light, I just realized as soon as I block the light and get this on here, now you're gonna be able to see me because there's no light coming in. So we'll get that started, and let me get this vinyl started real quick, and then I'll show you how I'm starting this. So I only want to peel back a couple of inches. All right. So I peeled back the backing just a couple of inches. You can probably count the number of squares that I did there. All right. And so we're going to flatten it straight, and we want to put it probably halfway. We're going to start on one end and go from away from the glass in about halfway, the halfway mark. All right. So it's all about guesstimations. So now I'm looking at the distance from here, from where it goes flat until it angles. So I'm looking at that angle, and I'm looking at the thickness from there to the end. And then I'm coming over here, and I see the flatness. So it looks like I got it's more wider over here than it is on top. So that means it's gonna go down. So if I go like this, it's probably gonna be right at the edge. So I wanna go ahead and take it off. All right, since it is removable. And then it's a tight fit. So you're gonna have to just, maybe until you get used to it. All right. So I'm pushing down. I'm looking at my crease where it goes flat and then it starts angling, and I see the distance, the thickness of it. And then up here I did the same thing, and it actually looks the same distance. So as you can see, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. The beginning you don't have to worry about any bubbles right now because you're at the very beginning, and you can push those out. And then, of course, where's my squeegee? So I have, let me block that with my head. So I have two squeegees. I have this one here. This is a Macau, and this is the cheapo OK sheet ones you can get from China or whatever. This is a hard squeegee. It's pretty durable. This one here, it's a lot more forgiving. Now, this will be good in some of these instances to push the bubbles out, but be careful using too hard of a squeegee on hard surfaces like this, because you can actually rip a hole in the vinyl if you're not careful. So you could start with this, and then to push the bubbles out, you could probably use a harder squeegee like this to run them out to the edges. And I'll try and show you that if I get any bubbles, which I'm going to get bubbles. You're going to get them. Let me first start this out and clear these edge bubbles out here. These are not a problem of getting these out, because it's at the very beginning. And since this has a soft edge, you're less likely to rip a hole in the vinyl. Okay, so make sure we push on that edge, make sure it's nice and on there. And so next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paper and go halfway, right? So I peeled it off until I met the edge to edge. That way I have something to hold on to. So now half of the paper is off, right? Okay. So now all I'm going to do is work my way. Some people work away from it, some people work flat. It just depends on how it works for you, as long as you get on there the way you like it. If you work away from the panel a little bit, not close to it, it's going to back up on you, which is going to peel back up on you. Hopefully you can get a good view of this. But as long as you keep working it, you can always pull this back out if you get a lot of air bubbles. So as long as you keep pushing that air out, and it'll probably back up on you a little bit. Doesn't matter, as long as you keep pushing that air out. And as soon as you get the width to do this, go ahead and start getting the bubbles out the top and bottom and start pushing that down. We can probably use the hard one here. And let's see how this works. See, this works a lot smoother but you just got to be careful when you're working upwards like this, because you can rip a hole right through there. If you're working with a hard one, you probably want to go a little bit down so you're not forcing the vinyl into the squeegee. So with this one, I'm going to work down a little bit. I'm just going to push the air down and out. This isn't a tutorial on how to squeegee vinyl or anything like that. I'm just showing you how I'm blacking out my windows. So I'm not a professional at doing vinyl or putting them on. I just know the common sense way or the basic way. So once you get to the halfway point, okay, so now we're at the halfway point. I'm going to get my razor, or where to go. Well, you can get your razor or you can get scissors. I'm just going to use scissors here. Alright, so cutting that part off. So now what I want to do, grab that and go again halfway, right? So I have something to grab onto. I can use my hard squeegee again. If you need to back it off, you can back it off. And then keep working it, and the closer you get to the edge, it's gonna take the backing off. Of course, you won't be able to see. You just gotta work it. And now you can just push the air out, real slow. Real slow. I went up a little bit, as you can, I don't know if you can see. I'll probably get a close up. But hopefully you can see all the bubbles there, right? Let's see if we can get a close up. You can definitely see all the bubbles. And it doesn't matter because this is just a garage window. And I don't think you'll be able to see this, but you can get your hard squeegee and you can just come in and push down. And you can just chase them out. I'm just pushing them out. You can stay here for an hour doing that, or you can get just a blade. Let's see, can you see this one right here? All right, this one right here. All I'm going to do is get the blade and just poke. One poke is all you need, and you can just push the air out. That's it, and it's gone. You can do another one, another poke right here. Poke. That's where that one was, and now it's gone. Right? Completely gone, because now you created a hole for that air to go out, and then the vinyl just closes back together. Making this video longer than what it should be, but let's do that big one right there. Where's that one at? Is that one right there? Yeah. So we're just gonna poke a hole in it. Boom. And just push it out. Gotta make a hole. And it's gone. So it's as simple as that, just poking a little hole. Can you see this from way up here? Poke a hole. I don't know if you can see that light coming through now, but as soon as you get all the air out, that hole that was right there is now gone. That's it. So let's do this one right here. Poke a hole. Right, and then just squeeze it out. And it's gone. Alright, so let me show you why you make it bigger than the glass, okay, and you go past the glass. Let's see if you can see here where it goes flat and then where it goes angle. You can see how much it is over. That darker area, that's over the glass. And as you keep going along, you probably can see it, going less and less. That light. And so now at the bottom, you can see where it's no longer on this curved part. You can actually see the glass, but no lights coming through, because this part is on the other side as well and it's blocking it. So that's why you make it bigger than the glass, and to give room for air in case it's tilted a little bit. Alright, so that is it. All the windows are now blacked out. So I can turn this light off. Turn that light off, and let's turn the main light off. All right, and there it is. So you got a little bit of light seeping through, but that's nothing. That's not going to do anything. There's all the windows being blocked. No UVs coming through there. And that's it. Hopefully that helped. I don't know if it helped any. I just wanted to show you blocking out the windows on the garage in case you wanted to do it and you don't know what to use. I used black Oracle. Is it 631? Yeah, 631. What I used. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like the video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And subscribe, it helps out. And we have a lot more videos I'm going to put out for you guys. Just trying to find time. So, peace out. Hoping you're having a good day printing. Talk to you later.